What's going on, YouTube? Peter here again, and today's the day that I'm going out to pick up my RX-8. I just hopped on the road, about to get on I-4 out in the Orlando area. The car's out in Kissimmee, which is just below Orlando. The guy that I brought it to, an amazing guy, got the car up and running. I'll tell you more about his shop. I'll hopefully be able to get some recordings of his shop. But I wanted to show you guys some of these back roads that are kind of in between the Tampa-Brandon area where I live and the Orlando area that have some amazing open roads. They're very windy, and most of them are paved very well, and there's some great scenery too, because a lot of this is farmland. So go ahead and check that out. I'm excited about getting the car. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you guys some more in-depth of the car and how it's running. What's going on, guys? I'm over at Cano Rotary in Kissimmee. I'm gonna get some shots of that shop, but this guy freaking hooked it up. Miguel, the owner, did a phenomenal job on this engine. He pulled the whole engine out and basically restored the entire engine. And like I told you earlier, 300 bucks. And he said he ran into some issues and finally got it running. It's running nice and strong right now. Only thing, I got a very small leak that I've got to take a look at. It's one of the hoses. He said he tried to get it fixed but didn't have any of the hoses here, so we're getting it towed back today. And not only that, man, this guy, for doing this job, which would have costed me upwards of $1,000 in Tampa, he went ahead and cleaned up the car, even did the tires. And so anybody that's in the area, he's had people drive out from Jacksonville to do the engine rebuilds here, just because he's known to do the best jobs. And that's Cano Rotary. I'll put in the description. I'm gonna go ahead and put their address, his number, the owner's name, Miguel. And you can see here it's running. I know we got tons of background noise, but you can barely hear. I mean, it almost looks like a brand. I don't know if this lining was in here, or if he put that in here. I mean, my God, I could never do this type of job myself, pulling any of these things out and cleaning it down. So props off to him. I would have spent probably days trying to get it this clean, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. The only thing I got to get done is these headlights here. I'm gonna basically clear those up. I might even put some new ones on, but like I told you guys earlier, my total cost on this whole project as of right now is $2,300. Now I do have a mid pipe from agency coming, and that's supposed to have the dual resonator. That was supposed to be here, and he was going to put that on for me, but I've got to hold off on that. Let me show you guys the inside, because we only got a quick clip when they were towing it last time. AC is blowing real cold. Hey, if you guys need any help finding these cars, I've come across tons of them in the Tampa, Orlando area. I mean, the interior is near perfect on this car. It's got the power seats, leather interior. You can see here it's got the heated seats, that 9,000 RPM. It does have some lights on there, but I've got to get this thing put on a scanner and see if we can get any of those cleared. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take it for a ride. I have a tow truck coming up actually to bring it back to my house, just because it's such a far ride and I don't want to risk it with the oil leak. But hopefully I got everything you guys wanted to see. Once again, this is Cano Rotary that I brought it to in Kissimmee. Let me do a quick, he's got a bunch of cars here too. That's a 87, 88 RX-8. Few cars back there. And he's working on some engines down there. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and take this car for a quick spin and then give you guys another update once we get it back to the house. Going on, guys? Just got back home, unloaded the car from the tow truck, and wanted to get some shots in before it got dark and finish up this video. Obviously we're going to be doing a lot more videos on this, starting with cleaning it up. So that's going to be the next thing. I'm going to go ahead and do a full detail on it. Don't have to touch the engine because Miguel over at the shop did a tremendous job with that. He painted pretty much every part that could be painted and polished up every part that could be cleaned. He even told me he pressure washed it. So some of the issues I'm having right now, it's grinding into third and fourth gear. And Miguel went ahead and adjusted the clutch a couple of times. Still doing it. He told me from his experience the slave cylinder needs to be replaced because it's not showing proper pressure. That's why it's having those issues. I'm not sure about that. I've done some research. My first thing is probably going to be changing all the fluids. I'm not sure what he did as far as putting fluids in there and other things. Also, the engine lights that were on, he went ahead and cleared most of those. There's still I think it's the coolant level low light on, so I got to check that. But we're going to go through all that. We just wanted to get the car back here safe. There's a small oil leak coming from the oil coolant hose, and so that's got to be looked at first too. Other than that, the car, I absolutely love it. So excited that I got it back home already, and really hasn't cost me much at all. So stay tuned for that. And for those that are interested in the W140, I got some great news for some of you. I'm gonna basically, now that I've got the RX-8 and this is no longer going to be a daily drive or something I drive even regularly right now, my goal is to bring this back to original condition. So I'm probably going to be selling those AMG rims that are on here. If any of you are interested, let me see if I can get them before it gets dark here. If you haven't seen them in any other videos. They're 18s. I purchased these off somebody, kind of restored them. If you go back to my old videos, they're actually offset. The rears are wider than the front, and they are 18s. And I love them. They're plasti dip right now. Mainly because they were so messed up, I had to grind them down a lot. If you look through my videos, you'll see that. And I did put newer tires on there. They were used tires, so that's on there. If you're interested, shoot me a message. It's not something I'm going to rush to do, but I'm going to put the originals back on there, restore this car to the original color, get it professionally painted down the road, and then fix every little thing that is wrong with it, from the sunshade to the soft closed doors, and ride this car, probably keep it forever and keep it as an original car. So that's that. So look forward to those videos. We're going to start with the spark plugs on that probably this week. But RX-8 videos coming soon. We're going to do some small performance mods to it and then address any of the issues it has. Once again, I'm Peter. You guys have an awesome day. Let me know what you think, what you want to see, and any questions you might have.